Hey everybody, welcome back to Scentscape. Today, what I have for you is a special treat. So I'm actually gonna go over all of my Maison Alhambra, the PDM clones. There is actually 7 of them, and I'll be going over how close they are to the original, their longevity, projection, and if it's something that you should pick up. So guys, let's stay tuned and let's see what we have. All right, first off, I'm going to start with Hercules. Now, Hercules is actually supposed to be a dupe of Parfums de Marly-inspired. Now, as far as the scent profile of Herod, I did get a chance to smell. Now, every single one of these fragrances, I am going to compare them to what the originals smell like. I do not have all of the originals. I have 2 of them, but I have tried pretty much every single one of them, and I've worn them quite a few times, so I do know how they smell like, and I'll be able to tell you how close they are to the original, or if they are pretty much off, or as far as the longevity and projection. Now, as far as Hercules, I'm going to go ahead and show you the atomizer first. So it's not a pressurized atomizer, but it is a very decent atomizer. Now, this one opens up with a very nice sweet tobacco. Now, this is not a harsher or more darker tobacco, like you could say, like Mancera's red tobacco. If you are looking at these, you're probably somebody that also buys perfumes in the unbox section. So if you've ever tried Monarch red tobacco vanille, now this is vanilla. This is actually a dupe of Mancera's red tobacco. So it's actually a pretty good dupe of it. Not as long lasting, but it is a pretty good dupe of red tobacco. Now, if you are looking at more of what the tobacco in this one is closer to, I would say it is more of a it's more of a sweet vanilla type tobacco. This is not really that very harsh leaf earthy tobacco. This is really that very sweet tobacco, kind of like if you ever smell like that black and mild kind of tobacco, that's kind of like more of the tobacco that's in there. It's really that really nice sweet tobacco that you get out of it. Now, as far as the scent profile, it is a very nice, it has some fruits in there, so it has like a little berry taste to it, well, berry scent to it, kind of like you can say like cherries and all that stuff. So you do get a little bit of a little bit of a cherry that you get kind of like yeah, in Banana Republic's dark cherry and amber. So you do get some of the cherry in that, and also it does remind me a little bit of the tobacco that is in tobacco and tonga bean. So if you do like these 2 fragrances, this is something that you would definitely enjoy. Now you can actually pick these up for a pretty good price. They are priced very well, like under 30 bucks. Sometimes you can find these under $20. So if you do see these ones, definitely pick them up. The whole collection, I think, is starting to get to the point that they're discontinuing the collection. So there's 2 of them that is getting that. One is pretty much out there gone, and the other one is getting starting to get scarce and harder to find. So but these right here, Hercules, you can still find them. They are available on eBay, Amazon. If you find those on Amazon, usually they're authentic. I mean, nobody's really recreating a $17 freight. Well, let me not say that, because they do fake Yaras. But as far as these, they're not really faking these, because they were not super, super sought after and like the Yaras were. But the scent profile on this is beautiful, amazing. Now, how close is it to Herod? It is actually, I'll say, probably about 85% close to Herod. It is actually very nicely done. They do need to maturate a little bit. So when you do get it, you might have to let your bottle sit for a little bit to be able to get the perfect scent profile. You might be lucky that if you were to get one that's been a batch that's been sitting there for a while or whatever it is, it might be completely maturated by the time that you get the fragrance. But if not, just spread a little bit, let it sit, and it'll do its thing. Now, as far as the longevity, it does not last as long as the PDM. This one I would give it probably about 4 hours. That's what I normally get out of it. If you spray a little bit more, you might be able to get some more. I'm in a situation where I live in a very high heat area, so it does make you project a lot faster. So in a cooler weather where you would be mostly wearing this fragrance or something like you're wearing it at night, beautiful, beautiful fragrance for a date night. Um, It'll probably last longer due to the fact that you're not pretty much projecting so much heat, so you're not really projecting the fragrance so much. So guys, if you are interested in these, definitely pick these up before they go away. These are not really discontinued yet, but they are starting to slash them from the line and all that stuff. So if you are interested in this one, definitely get it. It is Maison Alhambra Hercules. All right, next up. So what I'm going to bring you guys, this one is Perseus. Now, I know that PDM does have a Perseus, which is this one right here, but they did not copy the name. Perseus actually came out after this. So Parfums de Marly came out with the name Perseus after this. So it's not duping Perseus. It is actually duping Pegasus. So it is a dupe of Pegasus. Now it is actually a pretty good dupe of Pegasus. Now as far as the longevity, this one it does last a little bit longer than Hercules. I get probably about 5 to 6 hours out of it. Pegasus, I get a solid probably 8 to almost 10 hours out of Pegasus. So Pegasus does last a little bit longer, but Pegasus is a whole lot more expensive. Now, getting that kind of projection and longevity out of this one, it is actually fantastic for it because after like probably like 6 hours, that is a very good amount of time. You're pretty much going to be out and about like throughout your whole day. And if you have to, I mean, you respray it, but 6 hours out of this, this is actually fantastic. You can pick these up. I think this is the ones you can pick up for the least amount of money out the line. You could probably pick these up right now for around like 18 bucks. And if you are interested in a Pegasus clone, this is actually a very, very good clone of Pegasus. So let me go ahead and spray this one in the air, and I'm going to spray Pegasus in the air too and let you know what I think of the two. So 2 sprays. So in the air, you do get that very nice almond that is in Pegasus. Now, Pegasus is one of those fragrances that I would not say it is a blind buy worthy fragrance because it is something that either you love it or you don't. I really, really enjoy Pegasus, but there's some people that I know that don't really like it. It is a not a very super sweet fragrance. It is sweet, but it's not like overly sweet. It's not as sweet as or Hercules or Herod, but it is a nicer fragrance. Now, this one is something you could wear year round. It is probably closer something that you could wear more in the cooler weather, but you could wear year round if you were to dial down your sprays. It is a very nice scent profile. It does smell close to Pegasus. Let me go ahead and spray Pegasus so I can. Okay. So as far as Pegasus, it is a you get more of a richer fragrance out of it. I mean, it is a 300 what is it, 350 $370 fragrance compared to $18. So you can't really expect it to hit every single point that Pegasus does, but it does Pegasus very well enough that if you were to wear it, you're going to know that it is Pegasus. So if it's not somebody like, let's say if I ever wear this or somebody else ever wears this, to me when they pass by me, I'm gonna automatically know. I'm like, oh, you're wearing Pegasus. Okay, I'm not going to say it's Maison Alhambra Perseus. I'm going to think it's Pegasus because in the air, it smells fantastic, absolutely like Pegasus. The only difference is when you spray it like in the opening, you'll be able to pick up little tiny nuances if you have them side by side, but as far as like separately, you will not be able to tell the difference. So I give this one probably about say 85-90% Pegasus It is actually a very good dupe of Pegasus. So if you're interested in this one, pick up Maison Alhambra Perseus. All right, guys. Third, next and not but not least, I have from Maison Alhambra. This one is Perseus Exclusif. Now, this one is actually a dupe of Pegasus Exclusif, which I have here. All right. So this Pegasus Exclusif. This is pretty much a good dupe of Pegasus Exclusif. But one thing I will say is it does the Pegasus Exclusif very well, but it sits a lot closer to skin to me. Now, this one doesn't really project as hard as Pegasus Exclusif. It's to me, it's like Pegasus Exclusif is not really as strong of a projector as Pegasus itself, but it's this one projects a little bit less than that one. Now, as far as the longevity, this one out of the entire lineup, I think this is the one that lasts the least out of every single one of them. This is the probably the last one I did get out of it. And let me go ahead and spray this one in the air. I actually have not worn this one in a while, so let me go ahead and spray this one in the air. Okay. Whew, man, that scent profile is, oh man, this is amazing. Beautiful scent profile. Now, as far as the scent on this, this is absolutely fantastic. As far as nailing Pegasus Exclusif, I'll say this one is probably 90-95% Pegasus Exclusif. They really did a great job nailing the fragrance. The only thing about it is, like I said, is the projection and the longevity is substantially, I'll say substantially less than Pegasus Exclusif. This one I can easily get probably seven hours out of this one. This one I probably get about hour and a half, 2 hours. Now it's been a while since I wore it, so I don't know if it's got a little bit better. Actually, no, I did wear it a few times, but it never really gave me more than an hour and a half. That might be because I probably went nose blind to it or something like that. But I don't really. This one doesn't shine as far as the regular Pegasus Exclusif and the rest of the line. So let me go ahead and spray Pegasus Exclusif in the air. Okay. Yeah. So Pegasus Exclusif, it's definitely a little bit richer. You can definitely smell it a little bit better. Now, and it doesn't mean that it is a slouch of a fragrance. This is more of a fragrance that people will smell it on you, but it's not like something that's going to be a fragrance that will be like as soon as you enter a room, it will announce itself. It's more of something that when you get closer to arm's length to somebody, that's when they will smell this fragrance. And it is absolutely a gem, a fantastic fragrance. Don't think that the oud in here is some kind of animalic oud or some kind of very harsh oud or anything like that. This is definitely a Western oud, that very nice, smooth oud. It is sweet. It is, but it's not like overly sweet. It is definitely a very masculine fragrance. It's like if you take Pegasus, dial down that nuttiness to it, you add a little bit of that Western oud, and you make it a lot more masculine and even better. I actually like this better than Pegasus, and actually Pegasus is actually a fragrance I enjoy a lot. So if you're interested in this, definitely pick up Perseus Exclusif. You can pick these up. They're probably around 26 to 30 bucks. So these are not as cheap, but sometimes you might be able to find a little cheaper. I actually got mine. I paid a little bit more for mine because I got it right when it was released. But right now you can pick it up at a better price. So guys are interested in it, Perseus Exclusif. All right, guys. So next up I have from Maison Alhambra, and this one is Galatea. Galatea is actually a dupe of Godolphin. Godolphin is a leather fragrance. To me, I think Godolphin is one of the best leather fragrances out there. It is close to ombre leather, but I do like Godolphin better because it has a little bit of that floral that's in Godolphin that gives it a little bit of a nicer punch to me. And I think that one is a little bit more wearable than ombre leather. Ombre leather is probably one of those fragrances that you're gonna get compliments from the guys. But if you want compliments from the women, then definitely Godolphin would be the take on it. Now, as far as this one, as far as the closeness to Godolphin, I'll probably give this one about 90% closeness to Godolphin. It is absolutely a fantastic take on Godolphin, and the longevity out of this one, I'll say probably about 6 to 7 hours of longevity. So it is actually a very good long lasting fragrance as far as for that. Now, for the price of these, you can pick these up. They're about like 18 bucks, 18 to 25 bucks. You can pick these up. They're still available. So if you're interested in that, definitely pick it up. They are absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this one in the air for you. Okay. Mm. So you do get that same kind of DNA as ombre leather, but like I said, you do get a little bit of a floral to it that does give it a little bit of it, almost like if it brightens up the leather. This is a fantastic leather fragrance. This is probably something I would say that is more geared toward cooler weather than anything else. I would not wear this in the high heat. This will absolutely kill your nose and overwhelm you. This one is actually a very strong, powerful fragrance. So, unlike Perseus Exclusive, which is more of a closer, toned down fragrance, this one is a projector. This one smells absolutely fantastic. So, you do get the leather, you get the florals out of it. You guys can look up the notes and everything. If you ever smelled ombre leather, this is like ombre leather, but to me, I think a little bit better. So, if you are interested in something that smells like Parfums de Marly Godolphin, definitely try Galatea. All right, next I have this is Kalos. So this is actually a dupe of a Parfums de Marly fragrance, which is, I'll say that one's a little bit controversial, which is Cologne. Now Cologne is kind of like I'll say a fragrance that you either love or hate it. To me, when I first got it, I didn't really like it that much. I did try Cologne first. I actually had a decan of it. I wasn't really a fan of Cologne that much. I did pick this one up just because I found this one. I think it was like on Amazon on discount. They discounted it to like 11 bucks. So I did hurry up and pick this one up just so I can have it. Now, as far as the scent profile, now I actually really do enjoy this one. It does have a little bit of a take of almost like a BR540 kind of take, but to me, it's like if it makes it a little bit more masculine. So as far as like the BR540, I would not say it is the EDT. I think it's closer to the Extrait de Parfum BR540. So it is not quite the same thing. It's kind of like if you would say it is inspired by BR540, not quite the exact same fragrance. Now, let me go ahead and spray that one in the air for you. All right. Okay. So with that one, you get like it's a little bit of a sharper fragrance to that one. Wow, this one is strong. It is definitely a strong fragrance. So this is definitely like a more beast mode fragrance. You can wear this one definitely year round. But if you're gonna wear it in the high heat, definitely dial down your sprays. This one is a beast of a projection. So you get more of that woodiness to it. It is very spicy. So it's like if you take BR540 and you add some pepper, that pimento type pepper in there. You do get a very good amount of spiciness out of this one. It is a more of a masculine fragrance. This is definitely not something I'll say it is a feminine fragrance or unisex. To me, this one leans very much masculine as far as the fragrance scent profile. So if you're somebody that enjoys BR540 or you think BR540 is a little bit too feminine, you can definitely try Cologne. This is something that you probably would enjoy a little bit more. Now, another BR540 that is a little bit more masculine is the Extrait de Parfum. That one's a little bit more masculine. And an honorable mention to that one would be Guess Originals Type 2. You can try this one too. It is a very, very good interpretation. It is pretty much inspired by BR540, not quite it is not a dupe. It is an inspiration of it. So this one is not a dupe of BR540. It does its own thing, but it does have a little bit of that BR540 nuance to it. But it smells very good. It has a pepperiness to it. So if you're not somebody that likes pepper, you may not like this one too much, but it's not a strong pepper. It doesn't burn your nose or anything like that. This is more like if you were to smell like cut peppers, and if you ever cut peppers and everything like that, not green peppers, but more of like jalapenos or something like that. If you cut them up and you smell it in the air, it doesn't burn your nose, but it has that kind of scent profile to it with that BR540. So that's what you can pretty much smell like. So if you got BR540, spray it in the air, cut some peppers, and you'll pretty much get closer to Cologne, which is, or Kalos. So guys, if you are interested in this one, definitely try to pick this one up. I think this one is getting a little bit harder to find. When I looked this one up, I was having a little bit issues finding it. They're not discontinued, but I was having a little issues finding this one. So you can pick these ones up for pretty good price, like under 25 bucks. So if you're interested in it, like definitely try it out. All right, guys. Well, I am getting to the second to last fragrance, and this one is from this one's called Cassius. Now, this is actually a dupe of Carlisle. Now, Carlisle is a fragrance that a lot of people say is kind of a tobacco type fragrance. Tobacco is not listed in there, but the way the notes are mixed together and everything like that, it does give it a little bit of that tobacco scent profile to it. Now, this one actually does a very, very good dupe at as a dupe of Cologne. I'll probably give this one also 90%. And this one is actually a projection beast. This one projects very well, very long lasting. I say I probably get about 8 hours out of this one. So this one is actually very, very good. Now, the issue with this one is they discontinued this one. So it is actually starting to get hard to find it. So if you do find it, definitely pick it up, because if not, you're going to start paying a premium for it. I've actually seen people start paying a premium for it. I seen one bottle sell for like 85 bucks, which is kind of crazy for something that was originally going for like $17. I think that's what I paid for this one, or like around 20 or 20 bucks or whatever it is I paid for it. So if you do see these, definitely pick it up. If I do find one, I'll probably get myself a backup bottle. But as far as this one right here, very, very beautiful fragrance. I do not have Carlisle, but I can tell you I did sample Carlisle quite a lot. I did wear Carlisle a few times, and I can tell you that this one is very, very close. So let me go ahead and spray this one in the air for you. Okay. Yes, definitely. So with this one, you get more of, it does have like that tobacco take to it. But it does have to me, it's a little bit of a slightly darker tobacco than you would say in Herod. So the tobacco in this one is actually closer to like the Mancera's red tobacco, but without that pungent opening for of Mancera's red tobacco. They are very close as far as the scent profile. But it is actually a very, very nice fragrance. Now, another thing that kind of reminds me a little bit of this one is one I did a review on before, which is Hoppy Ficio Tobacco and Wood. If you've ever tried that one, or you have this one, they do have some similarities to each other. Yeah. So they do have some similarities to each other. This one's a little bit of more of a I could say a little bit have more of a sweeter vanilla take to it. Very close, but has more of a sweeter vanilla take to it. But this one is absolutely fantastic. A lot closer to Cologne, not Cologne, to Carlisle than Tobacco and Wood. But Tobacco and Wood, don't get me wrong, very, very nice fragrance. Now, as far as the longevity, this one lasts longer than Tobacco and Wood. It's pretty close to Carlisle as far as the longevity. Carlisle, you get probably like 10, 12 hours. This one, I get about 8 hours out of it. So it is a pretty much a beast of a fragrance when it comes to the longevity. Now, I can't tell you how much these are going for now. I have seen some go for um like 30 bucks. Like I seen somebody pay, like I said, 70 something dollars for it. So this is more one of those fragrances you're just gonna have to look around for and try to see if you can get a good deal for it. Not a lot of people know that these are discontinued, so you might be able to catch one and everything at a normal price. But if the person knows they're discontinued, they're gonna mark it up. So if you're interested in this one, definitely pick it up. Like even if you're paying 50 bucks for this one, I think this one is actually worth it as far as like the scent profile and is actually very good. I'm not gonna tell you to pay $50 for it, but if that's what comes out to it, then you do what you have to do. But this is an absolutely fantastic dupe of Carlisle. All right, got to the final bottle, and this one is Leyden. Leyden. This is actually a dupe of Parfums de Marly-inspired, which I also have here. All right, I have Leyden out here, and this is actually a fantastic dupe of Leyden. Now, as far as one thing I will say with this one compared to Leyden is that it does not last as long as Leyden. So this one is very much of a slouch when it comes to the longevity. You probably get 3 hours tops. I'll say 2-3 hours tops out of this one, depending how you spray. Leyden, this is easily a 12-hour beast of a fragrance. Now, this is definitely fully discontinued. This is extremely hard to find. You'll find people try to sell these and everything. There's one of them that's online right now for $179 or whatever it is. I would not pay that much for it. Definitely just buy Leyden. You can pick up a Leyden at a discounter for that price, and it'd be much better than buying this one. Now, as far as the scent profile, this one, it does Leyden pretty good. But I'm not gonna say it is a very close dupe of Leyden. I'll give it probably about 80% Leyden. So it's you can tell it's Leyden, but if you have them side by side, you can definitely tell the difference. Now there are much better dupes of Leyden out there. Like I'll say, if you're really interested in the scent profile, you don't really care about the bottle itself. There's much better dupes of Leyden out there, which I would give you. For example, one of them would be Orientica Exclusive Oud Blue. I guess it's exclusive Oud Blue. This is actually very fantastic dupe of Leyden. You can pick these up. I used to see those at Marshall's TJ Maxx for like 30 bucks, and this one is a 2 ounce, I think, 60 ml. So very good dupe of Leyden. And my favorite dupe of Leyden is actually from Mod Fragrance, and this one is called Royal Prestige. Now this one is 50 ml, so a little bit smaller than the Orientica, but this one lasts just as long as the real Leyden, and it pretty much smells exactly the same. So I'll say this one's probably about 95% Leyden. I I'll see. I actually think this one smells slightly better than the original, but it is fantastic as far as the longevity. This one, you spray it on your clothes, next day you'll still smell it on there. Fantastic. But let's go back to this one because this is what I'm reviewing, and I'm gonna go ahead and spray this one in the air for you so you can see the atomizer. Okay. Yes. So you definitely get the latent DNA scent profile out of it. Now it has a little bit of a synthetic latent in there, so you don't get that's why I said that 80%, because it does have a little bit of that synthetic latent in there. You could do much better probably. I have not smelled Detour Noir or anything like that, so I don't know how close it is to it. But I think Detour Noir will probably be better as far as the scent profile, closer than this one. Now this one is a little bit like I said, it has a little bit more of a synthetic latent to it. Now you're not going to smell that syntheticness on you when you spray it on clothes. It's more on initial spray you kind of get it, but it is not pretty much as good as I would say latent. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray latent for you And let's go ahead and okay. Yeah. So definitely definitely can I can say I can smell the difference. Leyden is much more potent. Leyden is like very smooth, very rich. That sweetness, that green apple really pops. This one you can tell that it is not really as high as quality in ingredients, but the Orientica exclusive Oud Blue and definitely the mod fragrance Raw Prestige. That one, the mod fragrance one, pretty much nails Leighton like pretty much dead on as far as like the scent profile. So if you guys are interested in this one, this is gonna be very hard to find, but if you do find it, if you just want to have it for the collection, you're gonna have to pay a premium for this one. There's really no way around it. It's just super expensive to get this one unless you do find it somebody that does sell it outright or whatever it is. So I do have I think I got 2 backup bottles of this one. I did get them when I found out that they were getting discontinued. But as far as it's not really something that I'm gonna say that is my go-to as far as wearing it because I do have the other two which do a much better job at it. So guys, thank you very much for watching the video, and this is going to be one of the series as far as my whole entire lineup, like collections of some complete collections that I have. I will be going through the rest of the week during, well, every week I'm going to be doing one of my collections, complete collections. So if you guys are interested in these, just definitely look out for them. And thank you guys for watching the video. I really appreciate your time. And if you could please do me a favor, this is a small channel, so hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment of what you guys think of these fragrances. And if there's anything else that you see here on the shelf that you'd like me to review. So guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one.